Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
BYU right back to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just enough room against the zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And the extra point is good. BYU. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field and take time to develop. The big hot mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Cameron. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, BYU 7, Georgia Tech 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. All kinds of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BYU! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
He's off to the races. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get it right back to him.
They'll run the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Give to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Running behind that left side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have in the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half.
Number 17 set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Cameron. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. Finding an escape route. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
BYU
The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Georgia Tech, 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Got a little room. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to him. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle with the line. Dropping back, it's Cameron. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. So much for playing field position. It's just a 1-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. now the offense will come onto the field again. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow... Who knows how they got that thing back?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Georgia Tech, 22.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Cameron. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the fourth quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Cougars are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
All right, and you ran that third down play, and you knew fourth down was coming. If you didn't score, what were you going to run? You're on the 2-yard line. It's your decision. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to take the 3? Your call.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT.